Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, as you can see by the title, we're going to be talking about some things. Like, we're going to get into some things. And as you know, it is June. Today's like, I think it's the 3rd of June or 4th today when I'm making this video. I'm sorry. But yeah, it is June. It is Pride Month, so happy Pride to everyone, all of my LGBT brothers and sisters, the whole LGBT community. Happy Pride Month. This month is a month for us to celebrate just, you know, being free, being ourselves. But without further ado, we are going to hop right into the video. I know I've been gone for a really long time, maybe like 3-4 months, but I feel like this was like be a good topic for me to kind of just like jump back into like the whole YouTube thing. So yeah, without further ado, continue to watch. Make sure you like and subscribe. And yeah, let's hop into the video. So the way that I came out was one day I had let my mother use my iPad. I think she wanted to like Google something. I think her computer wasn't working at the time or something. And so of course, you know, I let her use my iPad. Of course, somebody called me. So somebody had called my iPad, like FaceTime or whatever, and she answered, and it was, of course, it just had to be like the boy who I was talking to at the time. So for whatever reason, he decided to like stay on the phone and talk to her, which, I mean, I guess, but for me back then, if I called somebody and their parents or somebody else would have like picked up, I think I would have hung up the phone, because it's like, you know, I didn't call to speak to them, and then it's like, I don't know, I just don't like, at the time I didn't really like to speak to people who I didn't really know. So yeah, so they had like a discussion. I guess he told her that he was my boyfriend. I don't know what else they really spoke about, because after this incident I didn't talk to the boy because I was kind of upset with him for like telling my business. But he was older than me at the time, so I'm assuming like maybe he wanted me to come out, but I wasn't 100% there. Like, I was getting there, but I wasn't 100%. So after that, she had like called me up to my room, and she was like, so is this your boyfriend? And I think I was like, yes. And she was like, so are you telling me you're gay? And I was like, yes. So then she was like, okay, Jordan. So then I like left, and I went in my room, and I think I was like, I don't know what I did, but I just know that after that we didn't talk about it for maybe like 2-3 weeks. And then one day we had like went somewhere. I think she had just told me to get dressed. She didn't tell me where we were going. I didn't really think I asked either. I was just like, okay. So we had ended up at this like therapy place, and so while we were there, like, there was like the therapist, and she was like pretty much just asking me questions about like, has anyone ever touched me? Like, when did I feel this way? Like, how long have I felt this way? Like, am I 100% sure? Like, just like, you know, just questions that I guess therapists ask to try to be in your business. And like, mind you, like, while she's asking me all of this, my mother is like sitting right here, so it's like she gets to start crying. Like, she's crying, and then I start crying. So like, every time we went to this place, like, we went like 3 or 4 times, there was just like all these waterworks. Like, it was always crying when we were there. On the way there, after the first time, it was silent. On the way back, it would be silent. But eventually we stopped going. So then we didn't speak about it no more for like maybe a couple of weeks. And I don't think I told my father yet at this time, because he was in jail. But I remember she did tell me like that she wanted me to tell him. So we had took a trip up to where he was like, I guess, locked up at. He didn't do nothing bad. Like, he didn't kill nobody or whatever, like anything like that. It was just, you know, people make mistakes, and you have to like deal with those consequences. So nonetheless, I had went up there and I spoke to him, and I told him like, you know, like what it was. Like, I was like, I'm gay, like, I like boys, blah blah blah. And he had shocked me with his response. I think he had said something along the lines of like, whatever you do, just make sure you're the best at whatever you do. Like, I'm gonna love you regardless. And I was very like relieved that he said that, because, you know, you hear about a lot of stories of like the fathers giving the child who was gay or whatever a hard time. Not saying that my mother gave me a hard time. I don't know. I was just very relieved that he had said that. And I don't know why I was surprised, because he's always been the type to like, to tell me like, treat people how you want to be treated. Like, he was always understanding and caring, and that's like one of my favorite qualities about him. So he's like put that on me and my brothers, and my like Yeah, me and my brothers. So like, you know, just treat people how you want to be treated. Like, don't be rude to people. People won't be rude to you. And that's just how that went. So I was really relieved. And then after that, I think I started high school. And when I was in high school, I was open. Like, if you asked me was I gay, I would have told you yes. But not many people asked me that anyway, because I feel like you kind of knew just about like how I acted and the people that I hung around. So it wasn't like it wasn't hard to figure out. So after high school, I went to college, and of course, like by this time, it's like we grown. Like if you're gay, then you're gay. If you're lesbian, you're lesbian. Like don't nobody really care. So yeah, like I've never had like any homophobic like experiences really. Like I'm trying to think, maybe in middle school, you know, kids are really mean, so like they'll say like little stuff like the F word, or like they'll say gay or sissy, whatever, punk, whatever. And I mean that did bother me, I'm not gonna lie, but eventually like it's like you hear something so much it doesn't really affect you, like, and that's just how it was. Like it didn't affect me after a while. Like after I heard it for like a couple months, it's like, all right, like y'all don't have nothing else new to say. So that was that. But growing up, or like just me being like where I am right now, I still don't face any problems like that. All my family members treat me the same. Like everybody I know treats me the same. Like even like the girlfriends that I used to have in like in middle school, I'm still cool with them. I'm just trying to think, like I didn't really have a bad experience, so for that I'm like very grateful. I know that not everybody can say the same, because I have like heard some like horror stories where like people getting put out and like disowned, and I'm just like very, again, like very grateful that I never had to experience anything like that. So but that's pretty much my story. Like it wasn't anything too big or like anything extravagant. It was very like regular in my sense, like compared to what I hear or in like, you know, what I've heard and seen, it's very like mild. But yeah, so that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do have any questions about like how you want to come out, or advice or whatever, like you scared, feel free to reach out to me, because I'm very nice. Like I'll respond back to you. I'll be making more videos. I'm trying to be more consistent on here. But yeah, like again, I thought this would be like a good way for me to come back. You know, it's Pride Month again. So shout out to everybody. Be yourself. Make sure you treat everybody with respect. And yeah, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.